Okay, so the invisible deck. You have the deck in your pocket the whole time, and you say to somebody, okay, name any card you want off the top of your head, and they say 9 of diamonds. Okay, so you say, okay, well, you could have picked any card, but before we met today, I went through a deck of cards, and I flipped over one card, and then you spread through the deck, and sure enough, the only card that's face down is their card, the 9 of diamonds. So it's a really cool, powerful effect. It's straight to the point, and yeah, the secret to it is there's some math involved, and you have to add up 2 cards that equal 13 together. Okay, so the pair matches up with whatever card they name will add up to 13. And personally, you know, I'm not very good at math, and a lot of people don't want to have to do math whenever they're trying to impress somebody with a card trick. So I came up with a better setup, or an easier setup for the invisible deck, where you can spread the cards like that. Now this isn't an invisible deck, this is just a regular deck that's set up in the fashion that I'm going to explain. But I will teach you how to make your own invisible deck and how to set it up in an easier setup. Okay, so to make an invisible deck, what you want to do is just buy a regular deck of cards and have them all laid out on the floor in a really ventilated area, or your garage or something, and with all the backs face up. Okay, because you're going to apply like a rough coating to the backs of every card. Now this is what you want to buy. You can buy it at a craft store. It's called Tester's Dull Coat. So it's like the opposite of a clear coat spray. And the small can is, I paid probably a really high price for this, because in my local town everything at this store is overpriced. So it says $5.75, so odds are you're going to pay a lot less for that, like $3 or something. This feels like it's almost empty, but you don't need very much of it. So what you do is you lie out all your cards face up, or face down, so the backs are face up, and spray some of this on all the backs of your cards. Don't get too close, because it will cause the ink to run off your cards, so you know, keep it a fair distance away, and make sure that your cards aren't blowing around when you're trying to spray this, so you might want to weigh them down with something. And then let them dry, and then just kind of rough them up a bit so that they can easily spread apart, but they still stick together. Okay, so you've got your invisible deck sprayed, and then you want to set it up like this. Now right now I have all the odd cards, like I have all the cards in numerical order, but you don't want them in numerical order like that. You're going to want them kind of jumbled up, but still paired with their proper match on the reverse side. So the setup that I came up with is you have to memorize your odd and even cards, but you don't have to do any math. So the odd cards, or the even cards, will be like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, 10 queen and king. Okay, and then all the odd cards are, you know, aces, 3s, 5s, 7s, all the way up to jacks. Alright, and kings are paired up with kings as usual. But in order to find out the match for your card, what I've done is I have just one number higher or lower than the card, than whatever they name. So if now the key to figuring out if it's higher or lower is, right now I have all even cards paired up with one number lower than the face-up card. Okay. Now an easy way to memorize that is think of the word 11. Okay. Only pronounced E-loven. So not 11, but E-loven. And that means, that spells even with the word low in the center. Okay? So your even side up has low cards face down. So E-loven. So if I'm looking for an odd card, somebody names an odd card like the 3 of clubs. Okay, so I'm going to need even side up, and that means the lower card is face down. So if it's the 3 of clubs that you're looking for, then that means you're looking for the 4 of diamonds. So there's the 4 of diamonds, and the card face down is the 3 of clubs. Okay, and then say you're looking for an odd card, you're looking for an even card, so somebody names the 10 of hearts. Okay, so you're going to want to pair up your hearts and diamonds and clubs kind of in the same fashion as you normally would. So hearts and spades will be paired up together because hearts and spades look similar, and then diamonds and clubs are the only 2 left, right? So diamonds and clubs are paired up. So what did I said the 10 of clubs. So you're going to look for the 9 of diamonds, right? So 9 of diamonds paired up with the 10 of clubs. So you don't have to do any math this way. And then I forget the original order for how to remember kings, like what side your king is going to match up with the other side, but just stick to the original plan. Obviously kings of clubs are going to be paired up with the king of diamonds, but I don't know how you're going to remember whether or not the clubs are on one side or the clubs are on the other side, but just whatever works best for you. So that's my handling of it. And like I said, you're not going to want all the 7s in a row like this. You're going to want them kind of, all the numbers just kind of mixed up, but it's a lot easier to separate them once they're kind of stuck together. Now, there's faces on both sides, and the way to eliminate that is with the joker. So if they name an odd card, and you pull it out even side up, and just say, oh, the joker must have been the wrong way in the deck. So you just move it back around, and hopefully they won't think anything of it. So that way you can flash the back of the deck, and it looks like all the cards, or it will look like all the cards are face up. And then when you gently separate the cards, and you'll be able to find its match. So yeah, hopefully that helps, and you can pair it up that way and see if it works for you. And remember, E-loven means even side has the lower number paired up with it. Odd sides have higher numbers paired up with it. So you just have to count one higher or one lower, and you're not doing any math. And good luck. Hopefully that'll work for you. Take care.